Yes, Naveen.
Okay. So yesterday and last before sessions, we have seen like few introduction of SAP, like what do you mean by an SAP, what is ERP, why it's a leading ERP when compared to other ERPs, and what exactly the meaning of ERP, how ERP system works, right? Like what do you mean by a centralized system and a decentralized system? What are the disadvantages with the decentralized system? And what are the advantages with the centralized system? And we have seen like what is advantage while using the SAP, and who where it actually SAP started in which country first, and who has introduced the SAP, and the what is R1, R2, R3 concept, right? What is R1, R2, R3, and the R1, R2, R3 concept, it will be continue for us. It's going to continue for us. Clear? And we have seen that different things, right? Like last session we have seen. And what do you mean by R1, R2, and R3? In that, what is 1 stands for, what is 2 stands for, and what is 3 stands for. And we have seen what are the different modules are there in SAP, right? We have listed out all the different modules. And after that, we have seen, once we are done with the different modules, and we came up with versions, different versions of SAP. And the latest version is, what is the latest version?
S4 HANA.
S4 HANA. In that, it's a 20.
1909. 2109 is the latest, but we are using 1909.
Yeah, 2009 and 1909 still the majority organization. Few, again, I'm reiterating for everybody benefit. See, as I said that there are different 2 versions. One is an ECC platform and one is an S4 HANA platform. Whatever companies are customers, client for SAP, out of, for example, if I take 100 companies, all 100 companies are take clients for SAP. Out of that, only 15% companies are migrated from ECC to S4. Clear? And another 85% companies need to migrate from ECC to S4. So SAP has clearly given a deadline. Earlier it was they have given a deadline till 2025. Till 2025, each and every company need to migrate from ECC to S4. Okay, but because of pandemic, it has been extended till 2028. Till 2028. So first of all, initially, clear, it has given 2025 was the deadline, right? And it has given deadline to 2028. But still, small organizations, first time who want to use the SAP, they're still implementing ECC version only. Clear? So till 25, 26 people, whatever new companies are going to start their SAP software implementation, initially they are going for ECC only. After that, they want to migrate. Clear? So migration from ECC to S4 will not be a challenge. The major impact when we compare to whatever modules are there, the major impact, if I take FICO, the major impact, the major changes were there in asset accounting module, right? In whatever FICO we are talking, in FI we have a sub modules like a GL accounting, accounts payable, accounts receivable, asset accounting, kind of sub modules are there. Out of all sub modules, asset accounting, there are 70% changes are there in asset accounting. We call it as a new asset accounting. Clear? So that we will discuss in future. But if we know ECC, then we can handle S4 HANA without any problem. But ECC is the base foundation. If we don't know ECC, then if we want to learn S4, then it's a great challenge. Again, I'm telling you. So ECC is the platform. First, people will say that, however, in 2028, probably it may get extended. Definitely, it's going to be extended. SAP will get extended to its customers after 2028 also. Clear? But still, you people can ask the question stating that why we need to learn ECC directly. However, we have openings as we are discussing. we will have a majority openings on S4. Why we need to learn ECC? Then straight away we can pitch into S4 HANA, right? So again, I'm telling you, ECC, whatever platform we are looking, this is a base, and S4 will become a top up on that. Without learning this base, we can't go ahead with that top up S4 HANA, because the major change in ECC with S4 HANA, as I said, that till ECC versions, it was there. It was SAP was dependent on third-party databases. It was a tenant for third-party databases. Clear? In S4 HANA, then it is dependent on its own database called HANA database. Clear? So that what we were discussed till yesterday, but still we will see the what do you mean by presentation layer, right? And application layer and database layer. So we have discussed till yesterday this what is the latest version, and still we are going to cover in this particular course SAP S4 HANA 1909. We are going to cover ECC version, EHP 7 on ERP 6. This particular version we are going to cover, and same time we are going to work on SAP S4 HANA on 1909. We are going to cover both. As I said, the day one I am saying the same. Clear? And I said that if you are taking a license for your organization per individual, it costs you round about 91,000 per license. For example, in your organization, 10 people are working and you need to take 10 different licenses. Then we need to pay each license, we need to pay 91,000 INR. This is, it's an INR. Clear? So yes. Before this, I would like to explain. So as I said that, we have a concept called database layer, application layer, presentation layer, right? So this is R1, R2, and R3. So in R3 only, the first time SAP, as I said that one after introduction of SAP only, the real-time concept came into the picture, and client server concept came into the picture. Yes, please.
Are you sharing a screen?
Or no? Okay, you're not able to speak.
Yeah, no, I'm not able to see.
Is it fine?
Yes. Yeah. No.
Thank you.
Yes.
I thought earlier I was sharing, just it got disconnected. Okay. So this already we discussed, right? So here we are talking about, see here, database layer, application layer, and presentation layer. What exactly we call in a real-time environment as this. So here we call it as a client server concept. The first time, right, in IT environment, the client server concept came into the picture in this particular 3-tier introduction. Clear? As I said that 1970s, we have a one layer structure, and in 1980s they came up with the 2-tier, and 3-tier came up in the year 1990s, 1992. Clear? From there, everywhere we are having this particular structure. Clear? For example, if I say, hope you are able to see the screen. We have 3 concepts here. One is front end, next one back end, and database. Front end, okay, front end, back end, and database concept. So till 2015, even though as HANA as introduced in the year 2013, they created their own database, but till up to 2015, how was the front end in the sense? SAP GUI. You know the meaning of GUI, graphical user interface, your screen, right? The front end was SAP GUI, and back end was SAP ERP, you know that SAP application, SAP ERP, and the database was still 2015. There was third-party dependent databases, third-party databases like Oracle, DB2. I'm just taking an example, and MS SQL kind of things. So till 2015, SAP front end means nothing but your screen. Front end screen, SAP GUI means graphical user interface. So whatever we can see, whatever transactions, end user part. So whatever postings we are doing, invoice processing we are doing, whatever reports we are generating. So that was SAP GUI front end screen. And ERP in between database and SAP GUI, there was an ERP, there is an application layer called SAP ERP own. Like for example, as I said that yesterday, like if you're using iOS environment and you want to download something, then what is the application layer we use? Play Store or App Store, right? So that is the application layers. So here, those are backend application layers. And in SAP environment, SAP ERP is the application layer. And these are the third-party database layers. So front end was SAP GUI and backend was SAP ERP and database was third-party databases. So SAP was the tenant for different databases, even Microsoft Dynamics. Okay, so from in 2015 March 2015. So I'm just writing March 2015. Okay, the GUI was the same, SAP GUI. Okay, and ERP was also same, SAP ERP. Clear? There is no change. But here they came up with their own database called HANA database. They came up with their own database March 2015. They came up, even though that has been started development in 2013, they have declared, but actual functionality came into the picture as in March 2015. They came up with HANA database. So there was no change in the GUI, no change in the application, but the database, was got changed from third party to SAP own database. We call it as an SAP HANA. We call it as an SAP HANA. If someone is calling it as an SAP HANA, is nothing but HANA database, right? So after that, in the month of October 2015, October 15, in the year 15, October month, they came up with a new concept called in GUI front end. They have changed. They are using SAP GUI and as well as Fiori, SAP Fiori. See here, what does it mean? Like SAP GUI, graphical user interface, and SAP Fiori. So this is almost all a revolutionary change which took place in all ERP environment. Means till here 15 March 2015, if I want to generate any reports, if I want to post any entries, clear, if I want to do anything in SAP, then definitely compulsory I need to have either my laptop or a desktop. Then only I can operate this particular environment. But when it comes to October 15th, SAP came up with one more GUI. It's an app, top up of GUI. They call it as an SAP Fiori apps. So what it will do from anywhere, if internet is there, then we can access the data, right? We can access the data not only on your laptop, not only on your desktop. You can have the reporting and approvals and everything you can do from your mobile phones or your tabs, palm tabs, etc. Earlier, that facility was not there. Clear? It becomes more flexible when Fiori apps has been introduced. Clear? So, and the game and application change it from SAP ERP to S4 HANA. Thus, ERP name was changed. S4 HANA means it is not only dependent, it is not only it suits for this particular SAP front end, will suit for HANA database. S stands for suit. 4 is nothing but fourth generation, or you can use it as an F4 for suit for HANA database. Clear? And they came up with SAP, that it is dependent, it is the databases, SAP HANA database. Understood? SAP GUI. So they added a top-up called Fiori apps, and it is called it as an in GUI concept of Fiori was the revolutionary kind of thing. Okay, and here only out of whatever modules we have seen, 36 different modules, out of all modules, only FICO module migrated from ERP to nothing but ERP to S4 HANA. So at that particular point of time, we used to call it as a simple finance. Simple finance. In this, only other modules are same, dependent on ERP only till October 15th, but only finance module plus controlling module. Earlier in ERP segment, in ERP ECC segment, FI was a different and CO was a two different modules. But when it comes to S4 HANA, when it is introduced as a simple finance, it is clubbed together, FICO. Clear? And only out of 36 modules, only these two modules are introduced, migrated to S4 HANA database. Other modules were working same on SAP ERP only. Okay, so in March 2016, same, the GUI was the same, front end is the same, no changes in front end, but other modules, whatever other modules apart from two modules, apart from FICO, all other modules, all other 34 modules that we used to call it as in, that we call it as in logistics modules. The other modules apart from FICO, the other modules we call it as in logistics modules, and all logistic modules are migrated to move to S4. Okay, this is called enterprise management. Enterprise management module. Enterprise management. Enterprise management. Enterprise management. So what are the things in this, in the sense? Simple finance, plus all the logistics modules.
Simple finance is something like FICO.
One second. Logistics module. Clear? And the database is same, no changes in database. SAP HANA. Yes, sir. Someone asking question.
Yeah. Simple finance is something like FICO.
Which one?
Simple finance, we have been right.
Yeah,
Simple finance.
FICO. It's a FICO. Okay. Other logistics modules are nothing but your MM, right?
Yeah, SD, sales and distribution,
Yes.
material management.
Exactly. All are included now in SAP S4 HANA. Clear? So this is the different journey of SAP. So initial till 2001. So what is the front end, back end, and database? So you need to, if someone is asking you, what is your front end? I know SAP, then currently which version you are working, and what is your front end, what is your backend, and what is the database you are using. So definitely you need to say that if you are working in after March 2016, so after introduction of HANA, whatever version you are working, then you need to say that front end is my GUI and Fiori, apps SAP Fiori, and backend is S4 HANA. Clear? This is nothing but an application, right? S4 HANA application, and database is HANA database. Clear? If I'm working on a ECC version, then here you can say that SAP GUI, SAP, my backend is ERP, application is ERP, SAP application, and database is anything. Clear? For example, if I show you, this is so I'll just log in. See here, where we can see our system version, which version we are working, we can see here. See here, I'm working on ECC environment, which we are going to see in initially. We are going to, client is 800. I'll tell you what do you mean by client and all those stuff. Keep it aside as of now. See here, your server name is ECC server. Clear? We are working on ECC platform, right? And what is the database? It's not HANA database. We are working in MS SQL database. Clear? As I said that, see here, right? And you want to see which version we are working. Okay, this is ECC, you know that. Again, we are, the database is MS SQL, that we know that. See here, host is ECC, right? And if you want to see our product details, see here, SAP app. It's nothing but, you remember yesterday I told you different versions. See here, SAP ECC 6 or EHP 7 environment. Here you can see SAP app release is 7. That is nothing but EHP 7, right? What is the advantage with the EHP 7 in the sense? This can be migrate from third-party server to third-party database to HANA database easily. This particular version can able to work on third-party databases and as well as HANA database, as well as on HANA database. If someone is not talking, yeah, sir. Okay, this is the version. Release is nothing but 7 release. So what is the advantage with 7 in the sense? We can work on third-party database. If we are working on third-party database, then we can migrate it to HANA database. Okay, and there is one more latest we have. You will see that 800 release. So what is 800 release in the sense? That will work only on HANA database. That will work on HANA database. Clear?
Yeah.
Any questions on this?
No. Can you please show this navigation once again?
Sorry, I'm not able to hear you.
Now you can able to hear me.
A bit louder, please. Still low.
Still low. Now it was.
Yes.
So can you please show the navigation again?
No, I'll show you at the end. 1 second. Okay. If you want, that's what system. If you have a system, go to status, system, go to status. So it will give you the complete details, which client you are working, what is your user ID, right? Which language you have selected, what was the last login, means when you logged in and when you logged out. So the complete system date it will show you, the complete system time it will show you, right? So any report you are generating, it will capture this particular time. Clear? And how many licenses, when the license is going to be expired. See, as I said that till 2025, in real time, it has given a deadline earlier. Now it is moved to 2028. Clear? Installation number, and here which operating system we are using, what is the machine type, and what is the server name. Clear? This is the ECC server, and what is the database we are using. What is the database, right? And what is the database name? So they have given Y01, something like year 01. And if you want to see your version, product version, then you can see here SAP AP app. This is nothing but release. So if you are working on EHP 6, then it will show it as in 600. Clear? In the same
Naveen, this client and SAP versions are different, right? Because like in the client, I would see it as 800, but here SAP AP is 700.
sorry, can you please come again?
Near, like if you go back near the client, it is showing as 800, right?
Yes.
So that is different and this is different.
Version is different, client is different.
Okay.
Client, this is a very huge topic, client topic. We need to SAP environment, we need to understand. In the sense, we need to understand the concept called client concept. And we are going to do in-depth on client concept. Clear? So whether you are keeping your resume, for example, you are keeping your experience fake or original, like genuine experience, then we can caught with this client concept only. Understood? This is client is something different and version is something different.
Okay. Got it.
In SAP environment, I'll explain that. What is client and all. So here again, if you want to see product version, then you can see here. And here it is SAP EP. In the same way, I have HANA version. I can show you HANA, SAP HANA, how it is different. The navigation path is same. System, status. So here on the you can see here on the bottom, S for HANA 1909. As I said that we are going to cover in 1909. Here it will show ECC, my ECC. Clear? Able to see on the bottom right side, right? My ECC.
Yes.
So here it will show S for HANA. So what is status? Okay, see here. The same thing, client 800, no change in the 800 client. Okay, username, previous logon, same thing it will show you everywhere. But here it will show operating system. Earlier it was a Windows NT, now it is on Linux. Clear? And server name, S for HANA 1909. Earlier it was showing my ECC, right? And release. This is the release number. Okay, and there is no logic behind this. So, and here this is the host name, S for HANA 1909. Clear? If you want to see the product details, then you need to click here. Clear? So over there, you need not to see the releases are all are 7 only. SAP basis, ABAP, clear, logistics. So here, different versions, different applications. Clear this? So here we need not the product details, it's not required. So here if you can see install the product version, it's clearly shows here. As for on-premise. What do you mean by an on-premise? I'll tell you what do you mean by on-premise and cloud. Right? 1909 release. See, here GUI is SAP Fiori for S4 HANA 1909. Any questions?
No,
So this is the, and again, we are going to see once we start with the practical part. Don't worry if somebody didn't follow now, but still you people will understand. Unless until you won't understand, I won't go forward. Again, I'm reiterating, I won't go forward until everyone understood, because these are the things a little important for us here. So this is about your complete structure: front end, back end, and database. So here there is a concept called on-premise and cloud. Just now you have seen on-premise. What do you mean by on-premise? In the sense, for example, if you want to install ECC version, third-party database version, ECC, clear? So for that, what is the prerequisites? In the sense, what your system configuration, what your system need is nothing but if you have minimum of 4 GB RAM, and 500 GB of hard disk drive is there, then you can work. If you want more faster, then you can increase your RAM to 8 GB. That is enough. I'll tell you, means ECC version, 8 GB RAM, okay, and 500 GB hard disk is enough, right? So, but when it comes to for ECC version, this is enough. But when it comes to S4 HANA or HANA version, not S4 HANA, clear? For this, we need minimum of 256 GB RAM. 256 GB RAM, clear? And hard disk, we don't have a clue what is the hard disk capacity to be there, database capacity to be there. It's a number of terabytes. Clear? On-premise in the sense, see, minimum for second-hand configuration system, we want to buy for this, for HANA database, clear? We need to spend minimum of 5 lakhs per one system. Second-hand, I'm telling you, 5 lakhs minimum we need to spend, clear? So here I want to work, I want to take my server, I want to take, for example, I'm having an organization, XYZ organization. I want S4 HANA server in my in my office only. Okay, so I need to spend lot of amount to buy the server, buy the application, clear, buy the systems, to buy the particular systems, right? And I will organize in my office only. Arrangement, I'll do the arrangement for that particular server in my office, in my premises. Then that is considered as an on-premise. For example, you have installed SAP in your system, then that is considered as an on-premise. And when it comes to cloud, right, the application will be in your system. Sorry, the front end would be in your system, but the application layer and the database layer will be maintained by SAP Global. So for this, we need to pay not this much amount. We need to pay a tenancy cost. That's it. So when compared to on-premise server, if we are taking a cloud server, then it will be more cheaper when compared to on-premise server. So that is the reason majority organization, clear, they'll go for the cloud server, cloud concept. For example, if we will compare something, you will save photos, you will save in your mobile phone, right? That is called on-premise. And sometimes you will save, in your Google Drive, few pictures, clear? So that is considered as a cloud, right? But what is the problem? What is the problem if something we are saving on a cloud? In the sense, there would be some challenges in data security. Cloud, someone can hack it. Maybe your mobile phone, if you are having a firewall kind of thing or any McAfee kind of thing, then probably your mobile or your laptop can be saved from hacker. But on cloud, even though there is a chances that can be hacked, Clear? So that is a concept of cloud and on-premise. Understood, everyone?
Yes.
And same time, how it works in HANA, how it works on HANA in the sense, see, for example, how does it differ from HANA to SAP in the sense, for example, in ECC, what happens is, in ECC version, again, I'm telling, even though ECC is 3-tier architecture and HANA is also 3-tier architecture, 3-layer, right? As I said, that presentation layer, that is nothing but your GUI in ECC, application layer and database layer. So whenever for example, if I'll go with later. Here in presentation layer, the user needs some sort of information. Then first user will key it on his front end and it will go to application layer, and application layer will, here in ECC version, nothing is saved in application layer. This is nothing but your RAM memory. Clear? Memory concept, right? And everything will be stored in database layer. So application layer need to come to database layer and it need to search and find, and again it will come to application layer and then it will go to presentation layer. Clear? But when it comes to HANA, so most of the things will be stored in a RAM level. That is the reason it is considered as a memory concept. What does it mean? Means major things will be stored in RAM level only, application level only. Later it will move to database layer. Clear? So what happens whenever we are requesting some information, some report, then we will key it front end, it will be entered in front end and automatically it will check in application and immediately application layer, because the data is, most of the data will stored in here itself, in application layer itself, and immediately it will give it. So that is the reason 1,000 times this HANA server is faster than the third party servers. That is the reason major things are migrated to HANA, because it is called in-memory concept. HANA database is considered as an in-memory concept. In memory in the sense, here only we were application layer only, we are maintaining complete memory. We are storing everything in RAM memory only. That's the reason it's a huge, RAM is very huge. It's required to have this HANA database. Is that clear, everyone? Any questions compared to ECC and S/4HANA?
No, Naveen.
No, Naveen.
Thank you. So here, when it comes to client server technology, I said that client server technology, how it's going to work, client server technology in the sense, for example, as I said that there are 3 layers, front end, right? Next one, front end layer, what we call back end and database layer. These are front end. Okay. Next one, these are back end, and this is nothing but a database. So here, for example, a few front ends are working, end users or someone are working, front end people are working US, Australia, China, India. Then all Indian clients, all Indian access who are working on front end, they will connect it to Indian application, Indian servers, Indian application server. All US will be connected to US application layer server, and China or Japan, whatever you talk, it will be connected to Japan servers. Or in America, for example, Texas, few clients are there, and in New Jersey, there are few clients. So they are all connected to US server, US application server, right? So all the accesses will be done from front end to back end, right? And after that, everything will be stored in the major database layer, right? And again, there will be 2 databases in real time in SAP. There are 2 databases. One is the major database and one is backend database. So every day, whatever data need to be stored, that will be taken backup in backup server. This is main server, and here it is a backup server. And normally what happens is, backup server will be at a different place. Sorry, regular server will be at different place, and backup server, the main server will be at different place, and backup server will be at different place. Why? Because if it is in US, then probably this backup server will be arranged in either Singapore, China. Majority things you can see, the servers will be maintained by Japanese, Singapore, or China. Backup servers will be there. You can see in your organizations also. You can check if you are working on SAP. So the main server would be at one place, and your backup servers would be at another place. And every day, 24 hours, like every 24 hours, the data will be backed up by this backup server. So what is the advantage with this backup server? In the sense, whenever due to any natural calamities or something, if the database server got crashed, then everything will be taken back up. So in Japan, last around 2015 or 16, there was a huge natural calamities was taken place in Japan. So whatever backup servers were there in Japan, everything got clashed. Everything got clashed. And within no time, again, they made a backup from the front end, whatever main servers, they took a backup. So this is the architecture, how it's worked. Backup, two servers will be maintained. One is main server, another one is backup server. And every 24 interface happens between main server to backup server. And these are the front end users. And these are here it is application layers. Clear? And now we are working on in memory. So you know what do you mean by on-premise and what do you mean by cloud. So you can check. So here, whatever server now we are using, it is in cloud base. Means I'm taking third-party support and server is maintained by him. So at any point of time, whatever companies or something data have created, probably he can have access to delete it. But in real time, there would be some firewalls. Whoever maintains the servers, so 90% he don't have any right to access. Only they will maintain the servers. That's it. Any questions still? Any questions?
No, Naveen.
Okay, because its concept is new.
Naveen, the files which are present in the application servers will only be present in the database, right?
Sorry.
As you said that it acts as an in-memory concept. The files which are present in the application server will be present in the database, right?
Yes. It will be there. Somebody think. Yes, not see at your place, complete all the server and application will be at your premises itself. And yes, cloud is third party.
Yeah.
That's what Naveen I'm saying. Like, if
Your
for
voice is low,
example,
sir, very low.
we can have that database on our premises. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not able to hear you, sir.
Because of that only I'm pinging you.
Acha, see, is this clear? On premise in the sense, everything we are maintaining, the application layer, the database layer, and the front end. Clear? And cloud is same thing, that we are dependent for database and application layer for third party, and we have only the front end part, the GUI part or Fiori part. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So this is about the architecture of SAP. Right? So here, any questions on the versions part? Anyone? Any questions on version part? Anyone?
So, Naveen, just a small query. So, we were talking about the EHP 8, which is going to be launched. So, will
It's
there be
already
any
launched.
integration?
It's already launched.
It's already launched.
So I have
Okay.
not updated here, but it's already launched.
Okay. As I said that in EHP 7, we have this, unique option of integrating the third-party service into it and sharing the information and migrating it for, back and forth the information. So we don't have that option in EHP 8, right?
Yes, we don't.
Okay. So, well, will that, create any
EHP 7 is a flexible that we can work on our third-party databases and
yeah.
HANA database. Clear? Means either you are not supposed to use both the database at a stretch.
Okay.
Clear? Either you need to take a third-party database, EHP 7, because already I am using, for example, I am since long time, from past 3-4 years, my complete, my data is in SAP, I'm using SAP, and I'm using a third-party database. But my version is a new version, that is 7 version, EHP 7. I'm using EHP 7, but the database was third-party database. Now SAP has introduced their own database. Now, if I want to migrate from third-party database to HANA database, then it is easy, more flexible to move the complete data from third-party to HANA database in this particular version.
Okay.
Clear? And 8 version, when it comes to EHP 8, you can't maintain, you will not have a scope for third-party database. It's completely HANA database. Clear? Version to version, what we will do, we will, whenever we need to add, for example, ECC 6 with EHP 6, clear? Third-party version. So there are new features are added in EHP 7, for example. Then I would like to go with EHP 7 by paying some extra license fee. Then now I have taken EHP 7. I've migrated my data from EHP 6 to EHP 7 and I'm enjoying the new features. But SAP has released its own database. So I thought I'm not secured when my data is not secured when it was in third-party database. Now I would like to move from third-party databases to HANA database. Okay, but this particular version, EHP 7, with EHP 7, we can move easily, we can migrate easily from third-party databases to HANA database. Clear? But here in EHP 6, that is not possible. We need to change completely the version, and after that, we need to change the complete database. Here, you need not to change the version because already you are in EHP 7.
Yes. Yes.
Clear? Yeah. Any other questions? Because if I move forward, the general questions we will talk after our session.
I guess we can move on.
Yeah. Just a second. So here now we understood again the concept R1, R2, R3 concept. Clear? This is front end, back end. You need to understand. We need to understand the front end concept. Clear? On-premise, next one cloud, right? And the client server technology we need to understand. Clear? So next I would like to go with. So here again, so we have already saw the versions and license. We have already saw. Why SAP? Clear? Why SAP? Yesterday we discussed why there is a huge demand for SAP. Why SAP? Can anyone?
Yeah, no. Can you?
It's calling it as a first facility, first feature, integration. What do you mean by integration?
We can do
Communication.
something
Communication.
Communication to non-SAP systems also.
Correct? Non,
We can easily come.
exactly. So here, right, where there is, so here, one second. Concept is here. So before that, I would like to give you one particular option. It's actually system abstract. So here we are doing, for example, as I said that there are different departments will be there. First important, integration. Okay, the first one is first feature, why SAP? Why people wants to go for,
Are you sharing your screen, Naveen?
I'm sharing it, is it? Yes,
I'm able to view it.
you're not able to view?
Not able to view.
1 second, I'll stop.
No, we are able to
We are
view.
able to view it.
That's what. So already we discussed integration. In SAP, the main thing is, the most important feature is every module is tightly integrated with other modules. Like for example, if I take your FI module is integrated with AP module, GL module, AR module, and same time it is integrated with other modules like MM module, asset accounting module, okay, SD module, and PP module. Okay, so here again HR module it is integrated with. So these are the different departments. Okay, and again CO module. So CO module. So the integration process, how it is go? Here, everything every transaction will flow to GL, and from GL to it will flow to FI to CO. For example, how it will go? Check the data flows, how it flows. So GL to FI, from FI to CO, FI to CO, and HR to FI, AP to GL. So these are the different departments. AR to GL, clear? Asset accounting to GL, asset accounting to GL, MM to AP, material management to purchase orders are all created in MM module, and that will be linked to AP module. Clear? AP module. Okay, and MM is directly tightly integrated with GL module. GL module. Okay, SD module integrated with, it's a sales and distribution module. And sales and distribution module is integrated with GL and as well as AR module. Integrated with AR module. Clear? And asset accounting, again, asset accounting will be integrated with the GL module and MM module, right? Same asset accounting will be integrated with SD module. Fine. Next one, the major PP module, production and planning module will be integrated with all the three: asset accounting plus MM module plus it will be integrated with SD module. Clear? So this is the integration, means the data flows like this. So the complete other modules will be, the data will flow to GL module. From GL module, it will move to FI, and FI will be integrated with HR and as well as CO module. Clear? Just write it down. Just take this particular picture. It's very, very important for integration. So no other ERP will have this sort of integration.
So in simple, like if any transaction.
Your voice is not clear, sir. It's very damn slow. Okay. If you want to take this, you can just write it down. Here, GL is nothing but general ledger module. General ledger module. AP stands for accounts payable module. Accounts payable module. AR stands for accounts receivable module. AP stands for accounts payable. AR stands for account receivable module. AA stands for asset accounting module. Yes, it will automatically flows. AP entries will link it to GL and with the reconciliation accounts. Okay. The next, AA stands for asset accounting. Next one, CO stands for controlling. CO stands for controlling. Next one, HR stands for human resource module. Human resource module. MM stands for material and management module. Material and management module. SD stands for sales and distribution module. And production and planning module. PP stands for production and planning module. Okay. PP stands for production and planning module. Clear? So this is the integration happens between all the departments and all different modules. Okay. Next one. Data security. The second thing is data security. Very important feature and very. So every company will have their own security. So no one can theft the data. Every company will have strong gateways. Clear? And SAP provides a strong gateways, so no one can the other third party can enter into the security database of SAP and they can't theft it. So the data security plays a vital role in SAP. And now it becomes after introduction of HANA database and it becomes more perfect, more strong regarding security. So that is a second major feature why the companies are trying to migrate from a legacy system to SAP systems. So data security is the most important role. See, if you go to, for example, in Tally, if you go to, for example, I'll take one example. If you go to Tally and you have entered some transactions in Tally, right? Orchards, we call it as an orchards over there, right? And suddenly I am an accountant. I am entering some entries, clear. And today I have posted 10 transactions, 10 vouchers. And tomorrow I came and I checked that 2 entries I have posted wrong. Tomorrow I came and I checked, clear, my trial balance and everything, I have closed it. And next day when I was checking, when I was doing myself audit, I found 2 entries were wrong. So for that, what I can do is whatever entries are wrong, then what I can do is I can delete the voucher immediately by pressing Control D. By pressing Control D, I can delete the 2 vouchers. And again, I can recreate the 2 vouchers. Clear? So no one can caught whether the accountant has made a mistake or not in other accounting software. But when it comes to SAP, for example, I have posted one entry. If I take AP, accounts payable, I have posted one entry, currency wrong or vendor wrong, clear, amount wrong. For example, I have done 2 entries. I did like that. One entry I have posted to wrong vendor. Second entry I have posted to wrong amount, right? So I can't change these 2. I can't edit these 2 fields. Then SAP will not provide to delete a document. We can't delete a document in SAP. So the document will be generated and it will be stays as it is. But what we can do, the accountant can do, the accountant can't escape whatever error he has done. So what he can do, he can reverse the wrong document. He can reverse the wrong document and he can repost the new document, correct document. Clear? So we can't delete any document which was posted earlier wrong. Clear? The wrong document stays as it is. And to correct that, first we need to do the reversal of wrong document. Then next we can post the new document, correct document. So the 3 documents will exist on your user ID, whatever may be the date you have posted. Clear? And same time, I am posting one entry. For other softwares, what happens is in other systems, if I'm posting one entry, actually I am supposed to post one entry yesterday, a day before yesterday, which is mandatory, compulsory. I need to post on that particular day in other ERPs. But what happened is, what I did is I forgot to post that entry like 2 days ago. And I realized that that entry I missed, and I can post today's date by today by taking the old date. Nowhere it will be get captured. Nowhere it will be get captured. There is no security for that in other ERPs or any other accounting softwares. Okay. Now when it comes to SAP, okay, I can change my posting date. I can change my posting date. I have taken my posting date day before. Actually, as I said that I'm supposed to post the entry on day before yesterday. I forgot to post, and today I realized that I missed that. So I have changed the posting date. I took 3rd June date and I have posted the entry. And I'm thinking that no one will caught me because the date I have taken 3rd. Clear? But SAP will capture different dates actually. SAP will capture your document date, your posting date, and entry date. Entry date. What do you mean by entry date? It's nothing but your server date. It will capture. So clearly it will show, okay, you're taken a posting date as a 3rd, but the entry date will show it as a today's date. Server is working today, so it will show server date as an entry date. But in other ERPs, that entry date will not be get captured. Most of the ERPs. So that is the reason data is not that much secure. Clear? So in SAP, the data security plays a vital role. Anyone have a questions on this? Okay, next one, centralized database. Yesterday we spoke. So everything will be stored in centralized system. So all the department will have a access, whoever required access to that particular database will have, all the users will have access to that particular database. So the real time data will get exchanged. Understood this two concept? First of all, data security and integration.
Yes, Naveen.
Clear? And centralized database. What do you mean by a centralized database? Yesterday, you remember decentralized system and centralized system we spoke. What do you mean by decentralized system? There is no free flow of communication.
Every
The data
department
will
has
not
its
flow from one department to another department freely. But the major advantage with this particular SAP is the data will not stored locally. It will be stored centrally. Understood the term called local and central? Clear? What do you mean by local?
Within the department.
Within the department. So there is, so for example, one department will store its own data and other department will have maintain their data on its own. So there will not be any free flow of communication between two departments. Clear? So that is. Okay. Next one. Okay. Next one is best practices, best business practices. What do you mean by best business practices? In the sense, SAP, for example, different business practices. For example, there are different business processes are there. For example, procurement process. Procurement process. Do you know which country is having a best procurement process? Anyone? Anyone? Which country is having a best business procurement process?
India.
No.
Germany.
Sorry.
Germany.
Italy.
China is having a best. China is having the best procurement process across the globe. Clear? So what SAP has done is, whatever different departments are there, whatever different departments are there. So as I said that it started 1972 till today. So it has done many researches. So whatever different best business process are there, so that has involved in SAP. So what do you mean by a business process? What do you mean by business process? What do you mean by business process?
The activities which do regularly. Hello.
What do you mean by business process? Clear? So business process is nothing but one particular department activities, start to end. Right? So as I said that, before designing SAP, the 5 gentlemen and other SAP AG has done studied a lot of businesses, best business practices, whatever business model, the best business model they are following. Then they have adopted procurement process, the other processes, all the processes. China, for example, they are best in procurement process. Another country is manufacturing process, right? Marketing process. One country is following best marketing process. So what SAP has done is SAP has studied all business processes and whatever best it suits, it has involved. Clear? So what? Yes. Right? So you can we can blindly follow whatever business processes is having SAP. We can follow that business processes. Okay, that is called best procurement process or whatever it is. Next one, SAP came up with in the year 1980 with multiple countries, multiple languages, and multiple currencies. Earlier, before 1980, SAP was restricted only for one currency, one country, and one language. Clear? Now, it supports multiple countries, number of countries, number of languages, number of currencies. Clear? We discussed that, right? Until R1 environment, they have only one country, one language, one currency. But they came up with R2. They have added software with multiple countries, multiple languages, multiple currencies. And this is considered as a revolutionary feature of SAP. Clear? Earlier, it was only restricted to German country, but now after R2 introduction, it is attracted number of countries, a number of companies. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah. Next one, the standardization. Any questions here? Multiple countries and multiple currencies. So at this particular time, R2 after R2, it becomes, earlier it was restricted. Now it is considered as a global software. It becomes a global software. What do you mean by standardization? What do you mean by standardization?
Maintain the quality.
Not only quality. For example, yeah, quality is one of the feature of standardization. So standardization, we can implement this particular SAP if we are using in India, the same SAP standard, whatever it is there, we can follow to other countries also. Other countries also. Like I'm having my company in India, my company is having in China, my company is having in Europe, my company is having in SAP, US. So here, okay, this can be whatever I have implemented in my Indian company. So the same standards I can go with the China, go with the European countries, and go with the US countries. Clear? So this is the standardization, means blindly as what we can do, as I said yesterday, rollout project kind of thing. So what we need to change here, I have already used SAP in my country, my organization, and my company is having in different locations across the globe. Clear? So at that particular point of time, we can use the same standard of SAP to other countries of my company, except changing the country legal requirements. We can follow that particular standard. Okay.
Naveen, we can use the consistency concept here in accounting terms.
I didn't get you.
Like there is some, in accounting terms, there will be something like consistency. Where
Consistency
we
is something different. That is your business consistency.
Yes.
In accounting, that is called a business process. So you need to follow the business consistency. But here it is called standardization. Means here I am approaching, as I said that I took one example, best practice. That is one standard made procurement process made by China, standard particular process. So everyone can follow that particular process blindly. They made a standard. They made a benchmark. Clear? So before that, some other countries were using different procurement process. Once the China has introduced their procurement process, so everybody blindly now everyone can follow that procurement process. So that is called a standardization. Clear?
Yes, Navin.
Okay. Next one, real-time data and update and reporting. Clear? Real-time data, update and reporting. We know that what is a real-time data update and reporting. What does it mean in the sense? Here, for example, if you post one entry, if you are posting one entry in Hyderabad location and your manager is sitting in Europe, for example, right? You posted one entry and you saved it. So can he able to view that particular entry immediately, or will it take time?
No, you can view it immediately.
Immediately. So because it is happened because of this R3 concept. Because of the R3 concept, he can wherever across the globe, wherever he is sitting, whatever time zone he is sitting, right? He can view as soon as we have posted the entry, immediately he can check it. In the same time, the reporting also. So we can generate, as I said, that any number of reports. So total, how many standard reports we can generate in SAP? How many standard reports we can generate in SAP?
36.
36.
Departments.
Unlimited.
Sorry?
Number of
200 and odd.
2000.
It's a
2000.
2000 standard SAP reports. 2000 SAP standard reporting, because this is no any other software provides that many reports we can generate. And those are SAP standard reports. SAP standard reports. Okay. And customized reports, there is no limit for that. So that is the reason all the companies wants to go for SAP, because it is a real-time data update. It happens immediately. And reporting, as I said, that 2000 standard reports. 2000 standard reports. No any other ERP provides. No any other software will provide. Clear? So customized reports, there is no limit for customized reports. Okay. So here again, industry specific solutions. Pre-configured solution. For example, what does it mean actually? For example, a package, SAP came up with a small packages like IS retail. Means they won't require all the complete like departments or something else. They need some sort of their own system, right? Then SAP came up with industrial specific solutions. They came up with 21 different products. 21 different products like IS medical, IS chemical, IS retail. IS stands for industrial solution, means whatever retail industry required the software, then SAP able to provide, only restricted to retail industry. Chemical industry, only related to chemical. They don't require the complete software, complete SAP. They want only restricted to only few departments they have, few reports they want. Clear? They don't want all the 2000 reports. Okay. Then SAP has made few industrial solutions. So total 21 industrial solutions, means small packages. So earlier SAP, if I want to use SAP, then it was possible only for huge companies, big companies, Fortune companies. But when they came up with the IS solutions, industry specific solutions, then it becomes more suitable not only for big Fortune companies, it is more suitable for dedicated small organizations. So that is called industry specific solutions. Is that clear, everyone? So there are total 21. I'll give you the list. What are that list? So IS retail kind of thing, IS chemical, IS petrol, industrial petroleum, right? Medical, pharmacy, So they don't want everything, whatever SAP provides. They are restricted. They want reports, only restricted reports. Next one, last but not least, country specific functionality. Clear? Country specific. The globally, whatever countries are there, then SAP can use across the globe. No issues. As I said, that multiple currencies, multiple countries, multiple languages, multiple currencies, and with multiple taxation process. As we know that we have India, we have a different tax system. Europe, we will have a different tax system, right? And what we call China is having a different tax system, right? So SAP has designed each country can follow, any country can follow their own tax system. Is this clear?
Yes.
So this is, so here why SAP? Because of its integration feature, because of its data security feature, because of its centralized database feature, because of best business practice solutions it will provide to the users. And same time, it can be used for multiple countries, languages and currencies, and standardization, right? And real-time data and reporting. The major feature, the reporting. Okay, and as I said that again, industry specific solutions. Why small organizations are migrating from other software to SAP in the sense, this is one of the reason, industry specific solution. And next one, country specific solution. So what do you mean by country specific? As I said that same, multiple currencies it will support, multiple languages it will support, multiple currencies it support, and same time the major advantage is taxation. Because you know which is the best taxation system across the globe? Which country follows? Which country follows?
I don't know, but US have some good tax system.
Sorry?
I mean, America has some good tax system.
No. Again, China. They will call it as a, I'm not a fan of China, but it's a fact. They'll follow their tax system. It is called it as a GTS. Ours is GST and theirs is GTS, golden tax system. Chinese. Okay, and where is the worst tax system? Can someone tell me worst tax system?
Based on Sri Lanka.
Sorry?
Sri Lanka.
No.
Pakistan.
Can someone try? Brazil is having a worst tax system. Brazil is having worst tax system. So very frequently that particular country used to will change the taxes. Right? India wants to follow the Brazil tax system earlier before GST. They tried, but they have studied a lot and they know that what are the consequences if it is introduced in India. So they went to GST. Clear? So as whatever tax system, whatever may be the tax system, SAP will support all the tax systems. Clear? So this made
Navin, to support those tax systems, do we need to configure anything in the backend? Like,
that's what I'm saying. See, client will provide a tax system in the sense you don't require a basic tax system. If you are having a knowledge on that particular tax, it's enough 10% again, right? Same thing, client will give you all the details. What is the tax system they are following? What is the things they are, only we need to give tax codes as per the tax percentages at the time of configurations. Country will have their own tax codes and tax percentages. So just we need to configure that. If you are giving India, what is our tax? This one, GST, what are the different rates? 18%, right? 12%, whatever it is. So we need to configure that and we need to give the tax code for that. Is that clear? We need to configure that.
Yes.
And but we are not going to give our own tax code or one own tax percentages. No. We need to take as per that country legal requirement. Okay. So here. So this is about why somebody yesterday asked why SAP, in the sense, these are the important features. These are the important features. I can say that this made a superior SAP, because of this features or this reasons, SAP becomes more superior when compared to other ERPs. When compared to other ERPs. Is this clear, everyone? Right? And again, we have, when it comes to a project, so where we will see ourselves. So, but what do you mean by implementation project? So here, today we will give a glance on that. We will give a glance on that. What do you mean by implementation project? Okay. For example, before that, before understanding different projects, we need to understand SDLC. SDLC. SAP Software Development Lifecycle. We need to understand this concept first. Before understanding one second. See, what do you mean SDLC? Any software, we will have a life cycle that is called software development life cycle. Software development life cycle. Normally, for example, a company is there, they are using legacy system, means other than SAP, and they want to migrate. They want to migrate from third-party software to SAP software. Third-party software to SAP. Then what is the process they will do? Normally, how it will work? In the sense, for example, if I take, there are three parties will be involved in this normally. One is SAP provider, software provider. If I'm taking SAP, then SAP provider will call. But in other software, we will call it as a software provider. And next one, implementation partner. Implementation partner. Implementation, who wants to implement. Okay, I took one example. And development partner. Development partner. So first of all, so here I took an example called Reddy Labs. So Reddy Labs was using their software earlier. For example, for accounting, they used to work on Oracle, and for HR, they were using PeopleSoft, and for other department, they were using other softwares, other ERP softwares. But they were facing the main purpose of we are using software in the sense we want an accurate reporting and genuine reporting on time. We need it. But if we are using multiple softwares, then probably we won't get the accurate reporting, or we won't get integrated reporting. So to overcome that difficulty, what Reddy Labs want is, here I'm taking example. Okay, Reddy Labs wants to migrate from non-SAP to SAP. Clear? Then this Reddy Labs wants to implement first time fresh. They want to use SAP in their organization. Then this Reddy Labs is considered as an implementation partner who wants to implement for the first time the software in their organization. Then they are considered as an implementation partner or end user who is going to use the software. Then what they will do, they will go to SAP AG. They will go to SAP AG, right? Ready Labs will go to SAP AG. That is nothing but SAP will be provided by SAP software will be provided by SAP AG. Clear? So they are having number of departments. For example, 7 to 8 departments Ready Labs is having. HR department, admin department, logistics department. Clear? And different departments are there. So they can't satisfy with only one IS solution, industrial solution, because again, they are not restricted to one. They are restricted to, they will procure raw material, they will manufacture the raw material from medication, and they will have a different staff, right? Lot of things they need to do. So that is the reason one industrial solution will not suitable for Ready Labs. So they need to go for SAP, complete SAP package, complete software. So what they'll do is first they will go to SAP AG and they will purchase the licenses from SAP AG. They will purchase all the licenses from SAP AG. License in the sense, what are the things they will provide? SAP server, clear, application and everything they will provide. And Ready Labs has purchased this particular software. But can Ready Labs can configure the SAP on their own? Can Ready Labs can configure complete SAP on their own?
No.
Why?
No.
Why? Because they are not into software industry.
Yes.
Their business is not software. Clear? They are into pharma. Correct? So for that, what they need to do is, what they will do is, they will approach any software company who will implement, who will configure, clear, the software which they have taken the license. They want to map according to their requirement. According to their requirement. Clear? Then Ready Labs will approach any software company who can do the configuration part. Clear? For example, in the market, there are a number of companies are there, software companies who will implement Infosys, okay, Accenture, Wipro, Microsoft, next one, Satyam, Tech Mahindra, whatever I'm calling. Clear? Entity Data, Yes Technologies. So number of companies are there. So Ready Labs will pick one of the software company, right? And Ready Labs will inform that they want to implement SAP in their organization. Okay. So from Infosys, one of the person, business process executive or business process expert will go to Ready Labs. And he will take the complete data, complete information. So what are their requirements? What are the requirements of Ready Labs? They will collect. The Infosys people means one of the business partner will go to Ready Labs and they will take the complete requirement of Ready Labs. Clear? For example, when Infosys person enters into Ready Labs, when he collected the data, so in Ready Labs, there are total 90 different business processes are there. So how many total business processes are there? So total 90 business, different process. HR is one process. Okay. Purchase is one process. Sales department is one process. What we call manufacturing is one process, right? So like that, total 90 I'm taking an example here. 90 different processes they found, right? So 90 different business processes are found in implementation partner, right? In Ready Labs. Out of 90 business process, SAP is able to provide solution for directly 79 processes. Clear? Understood? There are total how many processes are there in Ready Labs? How many? 90. So out of that, SAP standard is providing total 79 process as it is. Means we need to take SAP, we can configure. We can directly take the process from SAP. We can take the process of SAP software and we can directly configure. That's it. So it's total 79. How many we are not able to map? How many business process we are not able to map?
11.
11 we are not able to map. So for example, so here I have given again. So here we have found 90 business process are there and SAP standard we can map up to 17 and standard business process directly, right? So here Reddy Labs contacted, before coming to Infosys, Reddy Labs contacted one of the software companies like Infosys, Accenture, IBM, NTT Data, Yes Technologies, Mahindra, Satyam, TCS, Wipro. Clear? So to configure the software according to their requirement, right? So they have selected Infosys. Reddy Labs has selected Infosys. So first step, what Infosys will do is requirement gathering. What is the requirement of Reddy Labs? First, we need to gather. Okay. So Infosys team or person from Infosys, project manager or business analyst, as I said, will go to Reddy Labs company to collect the requirements. Whoever it is, either that could be a project manager or business analyst or business process expert, BPE, will go to Reddy Labs and they will collect the requirements, right? Once the requirements are collected, once the requirements are gathered, Infosys team will configure and customize. Means what is the Reddy Labs or Infosys team will do, whatever requirements are gathered, okay, that will be configured and customized. Okay, customize the software according to the requirement of Reddy Labs, right? So we are going to see what do you mean by configuration and customization. Okay, and after configure and customizing the software, after configure and customizing the software, Infosys team will do different types of testings. Different types of testings. Before giving the product to Reddy Labs, Infosys team will do in development server, we will do different testings like unit testings, integration testing, and user acceptance testing. So different testings we will perform here. Clear? Once all the tests are successful, then training will be given to end user, Reddy Labs people, whoever are there. So once everything is finalized, okay, then the Infosys people will give trainings to Reddy Labs people. Okay, once the trainings are done, then the product will be given to end user. Any implementation product, this will start. So first, the required person, whoever need, they will search, they will take the server software and they will search for whoever implements. And once they will finalize the software company, development company, then from development company, one of the project manager or a business analyst or business expert will come and take the requirements, and whatever SAP standard can configure, that is called configure and customization. I'll give you this concept. What do you mean by configure and customize? Clear? So once everything is done, then before giving the product to final product to customer, they will do all the testings, right? Different testings, unit testings, integration testing, user acceptance testing. Once all the tests are completed, and the trainings will be given to end user, because they are new for SAP. Earlier they were using Arkil or Tally or something. So then the tests, the trainings will be given to them. Once the trainings are done, everything is finalized, then the product will be moved to, given to user, end user. But this particular concept, any software, we follow the same thing. But to come into this particular picture, we need to do different projects. See, these are the different projects. Again, I'll take the same example. Implementation, I'll take another 15 minutes. Implementation project, support and maintenance project, upgradation project, rollout project, enhancement project. Clear? So here, what we will do, what do you mean implementation project? This is the first project. Everyone's, every consultant dream, it would be, we need to work on an implementation project. Everyone's dream, at least one implementation project. Clear? So for example, what do you mean by implementation project? Company decide to use SAP software in their organization. Then they need to first configure and customize the software according to their business requirement. Clear? Same thing what we discussed. Generally, a client or a company assigns implementation project to a professional software company. So here, what is the company we took an example? Professional software company.
Infosys.
Infosys, correct? So for example, if Reddy Labs is the want to implement, If Reddy Labs company wishes to run company software on SAP, then they assign a software company like Infosys. For example, I took Infosys. So after completion of the course, where we want to see ourselves, in it Reddy Labs or Infosys? Where we want to find ourselves?
Infosys.
Not Reddy Labs.
So
Want to see
Infosys.
yourself Reddy Labs, then don't record this particular
Infosys.
Infosys. So in this phase, first phase, in this phase, Infosys implements the software in Reddy Labs company. So normally any implementation project, I'm taking approximately, the team size would be 20 to 100 members. 20 to 100 members from Reddy Labs and as well as from Infosys. Implementation partner from implementation partner side and from development partner side, there would be around 20 to 100 people will involve. Sometimes it will be more, sometimes it would be less, approximately. So normally the duration of the project would be 12 to 24 months. 12 to 24 months. Okay. So in this implementation project, the most important thing is there are different phases in implementation project. There are different steps involved in implementation project. That is, these phases are also known as ASAP methodology. So 100% guarantee question. What do you mean ASAP methodology? Right? What is ASAP stands for? Accelerated SAP methodology. Accelerated SAP methodology. I'll tell you what does it mean. Means first the steps, blind steps we need to follow. That is called methodology. Steps to follow, implement one particular project. What are the steps we are going to follow? That steps are considered as an ASAP methodology. Normally now majority software companies are also following this particular methodology. Okay, but in S4HANA we have another methodology. I'll tell you. First one is project preparation phase. Most important. There are total 5 different phases are there. There are total 5 different phases are there. One is project preparation phase, business blueprint phase, realization phase, final preparation phase, and go live phase. Today we will try to cover the project preparation phase, most important, right? And we are going, I'll show you all the blueprints and everything for you people. So first of all, project preparation phase. So they came up, Reddy Labs came to Infosys. Okay. So here in the first project preparation phase, following documents will be prepared. In project preparation phase, only the documentation part will be taken place. What exactly documents? What are the documents we will prepare? So first one, we will prepare project agreement. We will prepare project agreement. What is project agreement? In this document, the implementation partner, who is the implementation partner here? Service receiver. Who is the service receiver here? Who is the
Reddy Labs.
Reddy Labs. And the development partner, that is nothing but Infosys. Both will prepare an agreement. Both will prepare in this agreement. In this, they mention the project cost and timeliness of payments. Project cost, how much is the project cost, and how, when they need to pay the amounts, initially how much, after a month how much, like after completion of some 50% of project, how much they need to pay, right? All the timeliness of payments to be made by service receiver to service provider. And the rules and regulations will be mentioned on a legal bond paper, which will be legally authenticated document. So on a legal bond paper, they will write everything. It would be only regarding cost. What would be the project cost, complete project cost, clear? In that, how much they need to pay in initially, and what are the different installments they are going to pay, on which dates they are going to pay. So that will be written on authenticated paper, legally authenticated paper, document. Okay, that is called a project agreement. Okay, now the second document they will prepare is project scope document. This is very important. Project scope document. So what do you mean by project scope document? In the sense, the service provider will take, as I said, that Infosys people will go to Reddy Labs, right? They will take the requirements of service receiver. What are their requirement, and discuss, and they will discuss and will mention what is in scope and what is out of scope. what is in scope and what is out of scope. Like in SAP, there are several modules are there. Okay, in that all modules may not required for service receiver company. As I said that there, as I said, 36 modules are there. So out of that, only 8 modules are required for Ready Labs. Clear? So these 8 modules are in scope, and other 28 modules are out of scope, which is required, that is called in scope, and which are not required, that is considered as an out of scope. In the same way, how many business processes are there in Ready Labs? We have took an example. In the previous example, 90. Correct? So out of that SAP standard, how many it can provide?
79.
70?
79.
So whatever 79, we call it as a in scope. And what we are not able to map directly, how many?
11.
11. So then that is considered as an out of scope. Clear? Right? So here what they will do is, I'll tell you. So consider out of scope. So here what we will do is, see, out of 90 business processes, out of 90 business processes, 79 business process directly we can map with SAP standard. With SAP standard. That is called configuration. Configuration. Right? So whatever we can map directly, that is called configuration. And how many we are not able to map?
11.
11 business process. So we will leave it like that? No. What we will do is, we will say, okay, this 11 requirements of end user, we are not able to map with SAP standard. Then as a functional consultant, FICO consultant, so what we will take all the 11 requirements, and we will go to ABAP consultant who will write the program. Okay, we will give the requirements of the customer, that is nothing but Ready Labs, and we will ask them to design this particular SAP according to their requirements. Okay, and ABAP people will write the program. And they will make use of Ready Labs. So whatever standard SAP is not providing, okay, and we are writing a program with the help of ABAP consultant, we are making it to use, then that is called customization. Configuration and customization. So whatever we can map with standard SAP, then that is considered as a configuration, which we are not able to map with SAP standard. And we will, with the help of ABAP consultant, we will prepare that, and we will try to configure the other 11 business processes. And these 11 business processes, we call it as a customization. This is come under in scope, and this is considered as an out of scope. Whatever out of scope is there, that we will be customized. Understood the difference between configuration and customization?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
Next one, project plan document. Project plan document will be prepared by both sides of project managers. Right? In this document, the duration of the project will be mentioned, and start date and end date of the project will be mentioned. Clear? So what is a project plan document? Project agreement, it will be discussed completely cost. And in project scope document, we will discuss completely about what is in scope and what is out of scope. Right? And project plan document, so both the managers from Ready Labs and from Infosys, both will sit, and they will discuss total how many, what would be the duration of the project. Is it would be 1 year or 2 years, or how much, and when it need to be start, and on which date they need to end the project, will be mentioned in project plan document. Clear? And last, project team. What do you mean by project team here? So as I said, that 100 to 200 members need to involve in this particular project. So here project team, once project plan is ready, then project team to be identified. Team from implementation partner, that is nothing but Ready Labs. How many people are going to be involved? For example, FI. So in FI, there are 20 people are working in Ready Labs. So all 20 people will involved in this particular project, right? Whoever is expert in that particular activity, for example, accounts payable, whoever are perfect, only those people, one or two people will involve from accounts payable, accounts receivable, one or two people from accounts receivable, right? Asset accounting, one or two people from asset accounting. Like that, each department who are experts, those people will involved from each department, from implementation partner side. Clear? And same time, the development partner for consultants. In Infosys, there would be thousands of FI consultants will be there. FI consultants and CO consultants. All 1,000 will not be involved. 5, 6, 7, 8, as per the requirement, they will involve. So partners and as well as development partner from both the sides. The team from implementation partner, nothing from end user side, right? Whoever are involved, whatever team is involved, then that is considered, they are called as a core team. Please mute it if someone is, okay. They are known as core team members. From end user side, whoever is going to involve from Ready Labs, whatever 20 people are involving from Ready Labs. So they are known as a core team members, CTMs. We'll call it as in CTMs. And team from service provider, nothing but Infosys, are called as a consultants team. Functional and technical consultants. Consultants involve functional consultants and as well as a technical consultants. Core team members are expert in departmental activities, as I said just now. End user activities. 1 or 2 members for each from each department will involved in the project. Clear? Not all, 1 or 2, as I said that. They will explain the business process according to departmental wise. First, I'll take AP, what are the activities? Next, we will take AR, what are the activities? So the end-to-end activities, we call it as a business process. Okay. Next one, once the project team is finalized, then they'll discuss about hardware and software facilities. Okay. So in this phase, the discussions will take regarding the requirement of hardware and software. How many systems are required? How many laptops are required? How many desktops are required? How many palm tabs are required? Right? And what are the different softwares are required? Like the softwares like Snagit, Microsoft Office tools, and other. What are the other softwares are required? And bandwidth, network. What is the network? How much network is required? Clear? Etc. will be discussed in this particular phase. Hardware and software facilities. So total, how many laptops, desktops, tabs normally, right? Telephones, how many phones are required? Clear? Same time network, what kind of bandwidth they require. So complete, they will discuss in this particular step. And last but not least, other facilities. Other facilities in the sense, during the project period, who are going to, simple to simple, they will discuss. Again, I'm telling you, these discussions, simple to simple, tea, coffee, what we call breakfast, lunch, dinner, stay, and everything will be discussed. Who are going to bear the cost? See, for example, as a consultant, we are traveling to some other state or some other country. So for that, we need to have a stay. We need to have a breakfast. We need to have lunch. We need to have a dinner. We need to have a transportation from office to hotel or hotel to office. So who are going to bear this particular cost? So minute to minute things will be discussed in other facilities. As I said, same thing. During the project period, who are going to bear the cost of basic necessary facilities like boarding, lodging, transportation, food facilities, and refreshment facilities will be discussed in this particular thing. So normally this will be bear by implementation partner, means end user. So once everything is finalized, so one kickoff meeting will be conducted. Kickoff meeting before starting the project. We will conduct one particular meeting. Once all the discussions are done, Then one kickoff meeting will be conducted by both the teams. In this meeting, they will involve stakeholders, all the stakeholders, employees of the company, and they will announce regarding start date and end date of the project, and as well as what are the trainings they are going to give will be mentioned in this particular meeting. So this is the first phase in any implementation project. Clear? In project preparation phase, what are the things we will do? One is project agreement. Another one is project scope, project plan. Clear? Next one, project team will be identified. Next one, hardware and software. Next one, other facilities. Once everything is finalized, one kickoff meeting before starting. Clear? Any questions still here, anyone? So we will see the next week the other phases. Yeah.
Naveen, can you share this document on?
Sorry,
Would you share this document to us?
this particular document?
Yes, yes.
Yes, definitely I'll share it.
Yeah.
Definitely I'll share it. Okay, that's it from my end. Any questions from your end, please go ahead.
So Naveen, when will be the go live trainings? We had one demo and today second demo. So
Yes.
go live will be
Will be
from
next Saturday itself.
from next Saturday.
Next Saturday, same 2:30.
So, and the same 2:30. And the time, is there any chance of
what I said.
changing the timing from 9 to?
Not possible at this particular moment because, as I said, that morning 10 to 1 we have one batches going on. So probably within short time I'll try to close that particular batch, weekend batch. And I have we have scheduled time is, as of now, the free time 2:30 to 5 is there. That's it. I'm planning to move after 2 months or 3 months. We will start. This can be, if according to your convenience, we can make it a day morning batch. But for few months, at least for 2 to 3 months, we don't have any other timings. That is, I'm sorry to say.
But at least instead of 2:30 to 5, like
Sorry,
3:30 to 6 hours.
3:30. Okay, we will take that. We will take it for class.
No, if it is fine, then because we can plan some other things once the training is completed.
That's what I thought is.
Which is why, because if no, fine, you, as you said, within 2 to 3 months it will be changed. So in the morning itself, if we can complete, then we can go for other activities.
That's
Since
what
it
I'm
is a
saying.
weekend.
That's what I said. 10 to 1 still batch is going on. Once 2 to 3 months, I'll close that particular batch so that I can move your batch in the morning.
Okay.
After 2 to 3 months, it's possible. So the same thing, 3 o'clock, it's okay. We can move it to 3 to 5. But what I thought is why I'm taking this odd time in the sense, see, if someone plans after like in the evening, so that we can wind it up by 4:30, so that you people can plan other things.
Yes.
This time is perfect.
That's what I thought. That's the reason.
If it is from
little
2
early, also 2 to 4, then
Yes.
I'll take it. I'll make yourself free at 2 to 4.
Yes. That is
Initially,
also fine.
I'll take only 2 hours. As I said, that once we move to morning, then we will stretch little late. That's it.
Yes. That's fine.
Any other questions? It's now open for your.
Now when I pinged in the chat, I'm in conversation.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Sri Charan, regarding next Saturday sessions, we are going to focus more on configuration and customization. Clear? So 100% you will get the clarity next Saturday session when we do our business blueprint phase. Definitely you are going to get the clarity. If not, you won't get it, then definitely I'll repeat for you.
Okay.
So when the core process will start?
Core process in the sense, again, I am reiterating, majority questions, as you are saying that I am having you are keeping your experience as a real-time experience at least 1-2 years, then definitely you are going to get the questions on this particular only. What is ASAP methodology? What are the different phases are there in ASAP methodology? Clear? So that is the reason, like earlier I used to start directly with the practical. What is SAP? I used to say, and after that, what is SAP? Who has invented SAP? And immediately I used to pitch in what are the different models, and I used to pitch in the SAP practical part within 2 to 3 days sessions. But when I saw the interview things and all, so I understood we need to give the basic scratch is more important. rather than the practical part. Clear?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's the reason.
Yes, yes.
So we will do the core to core base. Core to core base, I'm telling you, from the scratch. So it will take hardly another 3 weeks at least. 3 Saturdays and 3 Sundays, we will have the literature only. Because the basic, normally I can't start directly with company code creation, company creation. No, we need to, before that also in a SAP environment, in server, what are the configuration changes we need to do before enter into the client. That I'll show you. From there, I'll point. So that's the reason the core practical part, it will take another 3 weeks at least.
Sure,
If
Naveen.
we do before, then it's well and good. But again, I'm telling you, it will take at least 3 weeks.
So Naveen, these 3 weeks we can cover that accounts also.
Definitely.
Okay, thanks.
Naveen, once found out, you said that
Yes,
you will be
please.
sharing this document. How does it work?
Sorry.
You told that you will be sharing this document, right? So
Yes,
how do you-
I'll share it. I'll share it. I'll share this document.
Naveen, on the recording.
where do you share
So-
it? I mean,
But that's what I'm saying. I'll take you people like you have my number, right, everyone?
yes,
So
yes.
Naveen,
Yes,
coming
yes.
to the coming
1 second,
to the
Rashekar. 1 second, Rashekar. Just ping me your WhatsApp numbers on my mobile so that I'll just share this document on your WhatsApp.
Okay, Naveen.
Whoever required this document, just ping me. Just text with your name so that I can share it immediately. Yeah, Rashekar, please go ahead. I'm sorry.
no problem. So by when we need to pay the fees and all?
Yeah,
who
we will
pay?
talk that personally, if possible.
Okay, okay.
You're not in the group. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Even I had the same query. So please let me know when you're free. I'll just have a call.
Sorry.
Even I had the same query.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, let me know when you're free. I'll just call you.
Yeah. Yeah, Akshit, I'll share it. Abhishek,
Yes, Naveen. Yeah.
I'll share this document. Yeah. Next, any other questions from anyone? Any questions?
No, that's it.
You can see this. This is the literature which I normally prepare. You are able to see, right? Client, what is client? Because the major, like in interview part, if we are keeping 1 year or 2 years, for example, real-time experience, and people directly start with the practical part. So initially, whoever doing interviewer, they know pretty well that majority 80% people in SAP environment will come with at least 80% fake experience. But what they will test, at least we have a skill set or not. If we are having a good skill set, that is enough for them. Clear? And same time, where they will try to caught in the sense, the client concept they will try to caught. We are going, because the people doesn't have a knowledge on this client concept, then definitely we will say some or the other client numbers, and definitely they are going to catch us that, okay, you are from Amirpet, not from real-time experience. Clear?
Understood, Naveen. Yep.
That's the reason I'll focus more on this landscape and this thing. Yeah, any other questions?
Yeah, Naveen, when it comes to weekday sessions, so it is daily 1.5 hour, right?
It's a daily, normally 2 hours, 2.5 hours actually. Initially, I'll do it for 2 hours and later we will move it to 2.5 hours. So total
Daily.
5 hours, not daily. Achha, you're talking about daily session, right?
Yes, yes, weekday sessions.
Weekday session, it would be 45 minutes to 1 hour.
Only 1 hour. Okay.
1 hour, because
But
5 hours in a
had
5 hours in a week,
yeah,
or 5 hours in a week for daily batch, and 5 hours in weekend, 2.5 for weekend batch.
yes, yes.
That's it. Yeah, any other questions? If you don't have any questions, then good to go.
Yes, Naveen.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. See you next week session at 2:30.
Meeting
Naveen,
would be
right?
same, right?
Sorry,
Meeting request would be the same, right? Naveen?
same meeting request would be the same.
Okay, done. Thank
No
you.
change in the meeting request.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Naveen.